Why am I on 300 ping?
So your Wi-Fi is trash?
Nah, bro, I'm getting booted off. I'm lagging, bro. I'm lagging, bro. I'm lagging, bro. I'm lagging, bro.
Yo, Bersham, my
I'm lagging,
audio.
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 bro.
Bersham, Bersham.
Yo, bro, I'm lagging. Yes.
Why is my audio repeating on the stream? Like you are echoing on the stream like 50 times over.
Wait, your audio now, bro. Wait, let
Yeah.
me see something. Bro, I think I need to restart my Fortnite.
Like what's going on with that, bro? Because the audio is killing itself, bro.
Bro, like, you're fucking like. Let me see this shit. You're not screen sharing.
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah.
Where is my?
Alright, you looking?
Alright, yeah, let me see this.
Listen to the stream, bro.
See this.
Listen to the stream, bro.
See this.
Listen to the
What am I
stream, bro.
supposed to be listening to?
It's just repeating
What
our
am I
audio
supposed to be
on the
listening
stream.
to?
It's just repeating
What
our
am I
audio
supposed to be
on the
listening to?
stream. It's
What's
just
repeating?
repeating our
Wait,
audio.
you're streaming right now,
Yeah.
and you hear yourself twice.
No, I hear us like 50 times.
Like, what do you mean? Like, it's repeating?
Yes, in the stream it's just repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating.
Wait, open your stream.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to share your screen of your stream.
Okay.
What are you streaming on? Let me open
Here.
this shit. Send me the link.
Okay.
Send me the link.
Alright, I'm sending it to the chat. Calm down.
Let me order my food.
What are you getting?
Chinese food.
Chill out. I'm having a burger.
So let me mute stream real quick, because I don't want them to tell me. I don't want them to know my address.
What are they gonna do? Pull up?
Oh, no. Yes, hi. Can I place an order for delivery? I'd like to have do you have General Tao chicken with shrimp fried rice? Shrimp fried rice.
Shrimp is crazy.
And can I have another order of the small French fries? Can you put barbecue sauce and ketchup on it, please? No, thank you. How much? Yes, and can you put? Yes, that's it. Thank you. How much? 16. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
How do they have your address? Anyway. Bertram.
Did you send a link? All right. It's not repeating.
What do you
It's
mean?
not repeating. It's
What do you
not
mean?
repeating. It's not repeating. It's not repeating. It's not repeating.
Yes, it is.
It's repeating because you have it open. It's repeating because you have it open. If you turn it off, it won't repeat. If you turn it off, Bozo, you can hear yourself twice because you have it open. You can hear yourself twice because you have it open. You can hear yourself twice because you have it open. You know that, right?
Hold on.
You know that, right? It sounds totally fine. And the quality is really good.
What do you mean?
quality's good.
What do you mean?
Quality's good. Oh my god.
It's still echoing, bro.
It's not echoing.
Yes, it is, bro. Listen
I'm
closely.
literally. I have it open right now. It's echoing because you're hearing it twice. If you turn it off, you won't hear it. Like when you open it and then when you speak, you hear yourself again, right? That's what you mean?
Hold on. Just talk a lot.
Yo, 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 yo. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. I'm black. I'm yellow and yellow. Black and yellow. Black and yellow. I'm green. I'm blue. All races. I'm black. I am just a black person. Black. I am black. Wow, yo. Hi, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the stream. We're playing Skylines, and we are going to stream this up. Let's go. Let's go. Poggers, chat. Yo, chat. Oh my god, chat. We're just.
You got your point across.
Alright. Now it sounds better, right, you bozo?
Nah, did you put it at 1080p, bro? That stream quality is nice.
Shut the fuck up.
Why?
Spot. Hot.
You should play City Skylines. People will enjoy watching that more than Fortnite.
You join my party.
What do you mean?
I wanna play, Wait, let's do PGs. Ready up, please? Ready up. Need a gang trip.
That, brother? Yeah, that's right. We've got the Razer Boom Slang Wire Gaming Mouse. Top of the line. Cream of the crop. Oh yeah! Or at least, it was the top of the line back in 1999. But gaming mice have changed a lot over the last couple of decades, so I think the question on everyone's mind is, can this candy-ass RGB lightweight take on the Intercontinental Champion of Gaming Mice? Now let me step into this sponsor segue.
Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet has redefined the traditional wallet with its compact frame and RFID blocking plates. Keep your wallet bulged down and use our offer code Linus to save 10% and get free worldwide shipping.
Representing modern gaming mice, we've got my daily driver, the G Pro Wireless. It features 25,000 DPI sensitivity, 1 millisecond polling, and it weighs in at just 80 grams. Let's see how I do in AIM Labs. Wait, there are people who do 200 of these in a minute? This sensitivity is definitely not right for me. It's a little bit high and I'm ending up just past everything. I'm trying to compensate and then I'm ending up not going far enough. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, score of 82, accuracy 63%. Not bad, not bad. Whew. Is the Logitech gaming software installed on here? Oh. Maybe 500. That doesn't feel quite right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making all this up and I just suck. If I don't break 100, I will be Trey's embarrassed. 96!
Oh, not nice.
71% accuracy though. All right, fine. That's as good a gamer as I'm ever gonna be. I'm number 52,000 in the world.
Hell yeah.
Now the question is, how does something from 1999 stack up? Our Razer Boomslang is still packed away in its original tin, and we got our hands on the collector's edition. So this is one of just 5,000 units. And this is pretty special for me because back when this was the king, I don't think my whole gaming rig was worth $100. And gamer-specific hardware was a relatively new concept, and so was Razer's edgy green marketing. Diabolical synergy. Tog scroll wheel, 45 DPR, more than twice as precise as a standard mouse. Ambidextrous ergo design levels the playing field for right and left-handed gamers. Patented dust barrier, 7-foot cord. Wow, that's a long cord. Bag lunch, unprecedented strike speed, venomous accuracy. a revolutionary step in the evolution of game controllers. That's right, evolution, revolution, it's both. And you know what? Compared to its competitors, the Boomslang had a lot more going for it than just marketing. It's rated at a whopping 2,000 DPI, which was massive back then, especially for a ball mouse.
Oh no.
Right? Oh, I love this gray cable. Can I just say, Gray, we want you back? That is so classy. Even now, it feels like alien technology. We got number 1,671.
What the fuck?
And this is interesting. Powered by Karna Precision, patent pending. Karna actually ceased operations due to financial issues in 2000. But in 2005, Razer was revived by former Karna employees Robert Krakoff and Minlang Tan. That's a familiar name. Little fun fact for you. Want another one? The backpack and screwdriver are finally almost ready at lttstore.com. Get signed up and be notified when they go live. So for those of you who don't know, the way that this sensor works is this little ball down here actually rolls around as you move the mouse, transferring that movement to inside rollers here at the back of the mouse and here on its left. As these also roll, they break a thin light beam. So the more the beam breaks, the more the mouse has been moved. Some of you might actually remember needing to clean your balls about once a month growing up. But I bet you forgot that you also had to clean out your rollers, because if either of them got caked up with dust, or in my household with so many ladies living there, hair, you'd get terrible tracking, resulting in a very frustrating gaming experience. My mom had hair down to probably the small of her back when I was growing up, so there would be hairs wrapped around these rollers that were like, I'd pull them out of the mouse like this. Anyway, sorry, that story aside, what else have we got in here? Nestled in the mouse foam is a USB to PS2 adapter, probably pretty handy 23 years ago. And then below the foam, whew, we've got a first edition certificate of ownership. We've got our quick setup guide, install driver, shut down, plug in, and reboot. That's right, friends. It was the year 2000 after all. We've got the latest and greatest on technique and technicalia.
I'm playing like an ass.
This is not your mother's mouse. We know you're chomping at the bit to put this baby through the paces. You've loaded the drivers, tweaked your system settings, plugged in your new Razer. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. With the ultimate experience in movement and control, we highly recommend the 3M Precision Mousing Surface. 3M used to make first-party mouse pads? I did not know that. We've also got the Master Guide, genre-defining weapons that make for penetrating, explosive gameplay.
Excuse me?
Penetrating, explosive gameplay. You heard me.
Prepare to get penetrated, David. Explosively.
Finally, our handy-dandy installation CD. This was pretty crucial back then when downloading software could take ages and cost you money. Not so much anymore though. Get subscribed or you might miss our 100% legal way to emulate games video. Back to our mouse. The construction here is a mix of a black rubberized material that actually for all its years still feels really good and really grippy, and this semi-transparent green plastic that hasn't aged quite as well in terms of its aesthetics. You can see some of the internals though, and probably the coolest thing about them is that it looks like you could probably repair this mouse by hand. Like the solder points are so big. It's got what appear to be PTFE feet, and on a modern mouse pad like our Northern Lights LTT store, it slides around just fine. Can you hear the wheel?
Yeah,
That does not sound that great. Our right click is a little mushy, but still functional. And our left click sounds like it should. One of the most interesting thing about the primary buttons is how long they are. This was actually an ergonomic feature because it allowed you to rest your hand and click away no matter what your grip type was. Oh, wow, that's where the side buttons are. Huh.
I thought that was mine.
Scroll wheel. It feels like it's kind of designed for ring finger right click and pinky and thumb. Well, it's ambidextrous, right? So, interesting. I would say that when it comes to ergonomics, your mileage will vary on this one. It's a very claw grip. You kind of can't spoon it because it doesn't support you on the sides. And I guess the reason for the width is it's not really designed for middle and index finger because that would put your wrist at like this unnatural angle. Okay, I'm gonna try and use it as intended. Okay. We ready? Did the computer just restart? Yeah. Did it just freaking crash my computer? Wow. I mean, in fairness, the instructions did say install driver, shut down, plug in, reboot. RTFM. Fair enough. Touche, Razer. I can feel the aches in here already. I haven't even done my small flicks aim test yet. Whoa! Oh, wow, that wasn't good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I swear to you, I'm not hamming this up. This is really hard. I feel my whole forearm like tensing up here. Okay, now I'm feeling it. Watch me not actually be any worse. Oh no, this is worse. I can't look at the score right now because I'm aiming. Okay, come on.
I'm gonna change my skin.
Oh, that's a lot worse. It didn't feel that much worse. Like my intensity was high. Oh wow, I did get more accurate over time. Okay, one more time. That was warm up. I'm going for it. I'm beating the G Pro wireless. There we go. Get my rhythm here. Yeah. Rhythm. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time.
Okay,
cool
here we go. City Skylines.
Yo, my skin is glitched. It's like the hat is not even there.
Yo, why is my chat gone?
Nah, ain't no way. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's really crazy, bro?
What? Oh, I fell.
If you say that your video is safe for kids, they turn off chat, bro.
Yeah, they do.
So stupid, bro.
I accepted your friend request, yes. Someone wants to. Yo, subscribe. Alright, come on. Yes. You sub. Yo, I am one tap. What the fuck?
Yo, that man.
Do I clutch this?
Hello and welcome back to City Planner Plays, where we are creating the ultimate beginner's guide to City Skylines by creating a city of tutorial. This is using the Diamond Coast map that is available with the vanilla version of City Skylines. And this is going to be a series where I introduce game mechanics and how I play the game and how I make realistic cities. I'm going to try to keep this series very organized and predictable. We're going to start out playing vanilla, and then we're going to introduce each of the DLCs in the order I recommend them in my DLC recommendation episode, linked above. Then we'll introduce the content creator packs and some basic mods. And for each of these topics, we're going to spend 2 episodes each, for a total of 24 episodes. The episodes will be guided by population, with each episode gaining
Bro, this man's taking too long to talk.
Road that will be used to carry our traffic out of the community and carry major. So we're starting out just vanilla, nothing else, and we have a highway ramp, and that's it, and that's what you get when you start the game. So we're starting out just vanilla, nothing else, and we have a highway ramp, and that's it, and that's what you get when you start the game. Now, a lot of players will make the mistake of overbuilding their infrastructure and keeping the clock running. So the very first thing we're going to do, pause the clock and think about our interchange. So when you start out, you don't really have much available to you, and that is until you build.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something.
I could have just chopped you down.
Things unlocking for you.
I should have.
A lot of players will be mystified at this point in the game. They'll start to think a whole heck of a lot about how to make a really elaborate interchange, and I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't do that. In fact, you really should think about our interchange. So when you start out, you don't really have much available to you, and that is until you build something.
I
You build a road, and immediately things
I can't edit, bro. What the fuck?
So a lot of players will be mystified at this point in the game. They'll start to think a whole heck of a lot about how to make a really elaborate interchange, and I'm here to tell you that you shouldn't do that. In fact, you really should be very cautious with building roads in general. So I'm starting out with $70,000. That's not very much money. So
I
rather than
missed!
creating an elaborate
I missed.
interchange, all I'm doing is creating a collector road. This is this 4-lane road that will be used to carry our traffic out of the community and carry major traffic through the community, creating that road and really nothing else.
I missed my shot.
Now, I want to think about where I want this road to go. You could decide there's a point that you want to reach, or you could just decide, I just need to get somewhere. So I'm going to take this road out.
What the fuck?
Not too far. And stop there. From this point in time, you might be tempted to go ahead and use your 2-lane roads, but I'm going to tell you not to do that. Not yet. We'll get there. Right now, we want to use dirt roads. If you look at the price, the 2-lane road is $40.40 a cell with an upkeep of 32 cents a week. Sorry, $40 a cell and 32 cents a week upkeep. You go over to your dirt roads, you see it's exactly half. And right now, money is in short supply. So we're going to build off this road. Again, not getting elaborate, and that'll be the start of our city. So when I'm coming off a collector, a 4-lane road, or one of these roads that has added width, I like to count out 11 because that's going to make sure that I have the maximum density possible. And there's a couple things to know. So this right here is 10 tiles. And you could count tiles all you want if that's your thing. The other thing you could do is use the money to be your guide. So I see that this 10 tiles is $200. If I wanted to go out and do 15, I know that that's $300, but it's also, and that of 32 cents a week. Sorry, $40 a cell and 32 cents a week upkeep. You go over to your dirt roads, you see it's exactly half. And
don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
So we're gonna build off this road. Again, not getting elaborate.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
So when I'm coming off a collector, a 4-lane road, or one of these roads that has added width, I like to count out 11 because that's going to make sure that I have the maximum density possible. And there's a couple things to know. So this right here is 10 tiles. And you could count tiles all you want if that's your thing. The other thing you could do is use the money to be your guide.
I messed up all my.
So I see that this 10 tiles is $200.
I messed up.
I wanted to
really
go out
bad.
and do 15.
Right, I'm back.
I know that that's 300, but it's also where that line shows up. So I love 15. I think it's an interesting block size, and a lot of unique buildings fit with that. And I go 11 back from this main road so that I get the maximum density possible. So I'm going to go and mirror this, and then we'll come back to the video. So a couple of things to know at this point in the game. You might see as I bring this down, so I get my 300, bring it in, and then I get this line, this dashed line. That is a road guide line. And when you go over here to toggle snapping, you have a number of options. So I have everything selected right now. I don't need to have everything selected. I have a lot of freedom if I don't. If I pick angle, now it snaps to my 90. If I pick road length, it snaps to that grid line. If I snap the grid, it perfectly conforms to the grid, which can be really useful. And then road guidelines will conform to roads. So it'll make sure that I'm lining up with roads in a way that will make sure that I'm not off skew when I'm connecting roads.
Yeah, I gave up.
So
I mean,
to
so
start
did
out,
us.
I'm creating just a simple grid because my goal is not to have a fancy city, it's to have a functional city. So I've gotten really close to this highway, and what you'll see is that the game will add in traffic signals at any point when a local road connects with a collector. So the local roads being the dirt roads, the collector being this 4-lane road. So I'm going to go up here to my info views, and I can do a couple of things. So I can look here at my traffic routes and then go over to junctions, and I can actually toggle my traffic lights then. But if I go over to adjust roads first, select the road, my info views, and I can do a couple of things.
You just lagged, bro.
So
What
I can
the?
look here at my traffic routes and then go over to junctions, and I can actually toggle my traffic lights then. But
Like,
if I go over to adjust roads first, select the road and I make it a priority road, rather than needing to change all of these and add stop signs, I can actually just go through and click on these, and it'll add stop signs to the roads that are not the priority road, giving free flow right here. You do have to be careful on the highways, on your interchange, because it will add a stop sign there. Rather than needing to change all of these and add stop signs,
yeah, that was your
you can actually
floor.
just go through and click on these, and it'll add stop signs
You
to
want to play?
the
All right,
roads
one
that
more.
are not the priority road, giving free flow right here. You
Pubs is crazy. I haven't played that shit in a minute.
do have to be careful on the highways, on your interchange, because it will add a stop sign there as well. We don't want that. So we've got a basic roadway network. And you'll notice it's a little off skew, and that's a high priority road on these. And the last road. Rather than needing to change all of these and add stop signs, you can actually just go through.
What the f- Ah, Jamil! Ah! Alright, we out. Yeah. Put your hand on.
Is you so I get that has added width. I like to count out 11 because that's going to make sure that I have the maximum density possible. And there's a couple things to know. So this right here is 10 tiles. And you could count tiles all you want. That's your thing. The other thing you could do is use the money to be your guide. So I see that this 10 tiles is $200. If I wanted to go out and do 15, I know that that's 300.
I don't know where to land.
So where that line shows up. So I love 15. I think it's an interesting block size, and a lot of the unique buildings fit with that.
Actually, no, let's go here.
11 back from this main.
Actually, no, bro. There's too many places. Alright, I was gonna. Yeah. Yeah, guns. What the fuck?
Back, interesting 100, but it's also where that line shows.
I got from us too.
So I love 15. I think it's an interesting block size, and a lot of the unique buildings fit with that.
Oh, this kid is one top.
11 back from this main road, so that
Knock
I get
one.
the maximum density possible. So I'm gonna go and mirror this, and then we'll come back to the video. So a couple of things to know at this point in the game. You might see as I bring this down, so I get my 300.
I can't build here.
And then I get this line,
Hello?
this dashed line. That's
Yo,
a road
Max.
guide line. And when you go over here to toggle.
No, not you. Someone name is Max. Nah. There's a kid over here who's one top. This kid run away. He was in a garbage can. Life is good. Let me be cinematic. I'm putting it on the matic. Drum shotgun. Oh nah. Shotgun. Wait, let me see. What? Oh. Yeah, this is Division 1. There's another kid sneaking up behind you. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yo, bro, they're both one shot. I have no shotgun. This kid just ate a fish. Oh, you got. Oh, you can. Oh. Yeah, bro, what? What does he. I don't know. Yo, but they should just add back the tack and pump, bro.
Huh?
Snap, and you have a number of options. So I have everything selected right now. I don't need to have everything selected. I have a lot of freedom if I don't. If I pick angle, now it snaps to my 90. If I pick road length, it snaps to that grid line. If I snap the grid...
Isn't it the, no, the one that shoots from mad deep is, heavy.
Hello?
And then road guidelines will conform to roads. So make sure that I'm lining up with roads in a way that will make sure that I'm not off skew when I'm connecting roads. So to start out, I'm creating just a simple grid because
Yo, we out.
my goal is not to have a fancy city, it's to have a functional city. So
You got light
really
bullets?
close to this
I mean, no,
highway,
air,
and what you'll
air.
see is that the game will add in traffic signals at any point when a local road connects with a collector. So the local roads being the dirt roads, the collector being this 4-lane road. So I'm going to go up here to my info views, and I can do a couple of things. So I can look here at my traffic routes and then go over to junctions.
Yo, Bersham.
And I can actually toggle my traffic lights.
Play City Skylines, man.
If I
No
go
one's
over to
playing
adjust
that
roads
game.
First,
It's fun.
select
Yo,
the
you have
road and
Game
make it
Pass?
priority road.
No.
Rather than needing to change all of these and add stop signs.
Something called
you can
City
actually just go through
Skyline.
and click
Who are you
on
talking
these,
to?
and it'll add stop signs
I'm playing duels
to the
with
roads that are not the priority
Lizzie.
road, giving free flow right here. You do have to be careful on the highways, on your interchange, because it will add a stop sign there as well. We don't want that. So we've got a basic roadway network. Stop sign there. And you'll notice it's a little off skew, and that's okay. You don't need to get perfect with this. This most likely, if I wanted to make this perfect, let's say that we do. I think what happened is that it caught the road guideline, and that road guideline led to some issues. And you can see it right there. It's catching this angle. So I could turn off road guidelines, focus on my money, and hopefully it'll straighten it out. Unfortunately, it is not. So another tip, you go out here, add this outside.
Shoot.
It's perfect there. Sometimes you can fix it, it's just not gonna work.
Yo!
And
Take
this
that.
can be very discouraging. I don't want it to be for you. It's not that big of a deal. Roads are imperfect, and they don't need to be perfect. It's completely
Tag this
fine.
teammate.
So when you're starting out,
Yo,
with
this is Division 1. Like, bro,
you need
these
power,
kids are
you need
just.
water, and you need to be able to get rid of your wastewater. So those are the basic components of a
I'm
city.
about to piss on
So the
them.
very first thing
For
I'm going to
peace?
do is place this drain pipe, and I want to look at my water flow. And what I can see is that the water's coming down this river and flowing out towards what appears to be the ocean. So I'm going to place this as far away from the city as possible, because the last thing I want to do is have a water inlet and inadvertently suck in some wastewater. Now that I have this, cities does not differentiate between wastewater and clean fresh water, so we're not going to either. Now we're going to place some water pipes, and we're going to place those underneath our roads, because that's where they belong. Water pipes are supposed to be under roads, because when they're under roads, they don't conflict with buildings. So I'm going to pull this water pipe
Shit, wait, I have to go AFK, hold up.
and connect it directly up with that.
No, my food.
So the water
Yes,
system
hi,
is
you're
covered.
downstairs?
We don't have power yet.
Okay.
So we have some options. When we start the game, we can get a coal power plant. We need to import all of our coal then. We can have a wind turbine. That's it. So it's important to take a look at these and understand what you are going to need. So this right here is only 4 megawatts of power. This is 40. So I will need, or this is 8 rather, between 0 and 8. So if I were to place one of these, the amount of power I generate is going to be dependent upon where I place it. And you can see that it's giving me a range. So right here in this, we got a mid-tone blue, I'll get 6 megawatts of power. If I bring it over here to the darker, it'll get to 8, or actually just 7. And I'm not really seeing any places where I get 8 except for along the coast. There's this ring around it. That is the area where it would create noise that would be disruptive to residential users. So these are things to think about when you're planning the future of your city. Conversely, I could place a coal power plant, and I would need to import coal to make this work. Now there's a range here, and that's both noise and pollution. That's something important to keep in mind. So if I were to place the coal plant, that's what I think I'm going to go with. I don't necessarily love coal plants, but I do think that they are a benefit at the start of the game. I just want to be cognizant of that and place that as far away from any residential uses as possible. So I know that within this cone, I need to place 0 residential uses. So we have road names on. And you can see that right here, this is given the name of Wardway automatically. So we know that Wardway is really our dividing line for pollution. just going to complete this block, and we'll keep that in mind. So at this point, we need the power lines.
Yo!
To connect up to our water system, otherwise it will not operate appropriately.
Yo, I'm getting sniped
We're
at!
going to cross
Oh.
the way, and then go diagonally across.
Yo, bro, this nigga wanted to get a tip, bro.
Connection that I can.
Like, bro.
As quickly as I can.
Fuck no.
Water with our power.
He was like $1 tip, please, please, please.
Really?
No. Yes, bro.
Why they don't get paid, man?
I gave him $1.
To place some of my uses.
I was like, alright,
So
fine.
along a main road like
He's like,
this,
please,
commercial
please,
uses
please,
are
$1
really
tip.
desired. And one of the primary reasons for that is commercial uses generally need a lot of visibility to be successful. So we're going to place our commercial uses there and our residential uses behind them. And this will be beneficial for us in a couple of ways.
Oh, wait, it's just, what the fuck?
So along a main road like this, significant amount of our budget. And from here, I just want to start to place some of my uses. So along a main road like this, commercial uses are really desired. And one of the primary reasons for that is commercial uses generally need a lot of visibility to be successful. So we're going to place our commercial uses there.
I got some
and
chicken fried rice with
shrimp.
Beneficial for us in a couple
Oh yeah, shrimp fried rice.
Because we
with
place
some
away
with
from this
General
main
Tso's
road,
chicken.
that traffic noise isn't going to impact our residential users.
Nah, you're bugging. Are you deadass? Hell yeah! Shit, bus! Isn't that the same thing? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Yo, Storm, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm sliding, bro.
The second thing is our commercial uses are going to have all of that visibility and thrive because of that. I'm going to zone some additional residential uses and try to avoid zoning within that roadway right-of-way so I don't have to take down houses in the future.
Oh, there's water
It's the eminent domain, and that's challenging, to say the least. So at this point, we should have a connection that's good enough to get our city going, so we're going to start running it. Other thing we could do is place some industrial uses. These won't develop for a little while, but
That isn't making in front of me!
And you'll see right away, start to see some development occurring. You might be
There's a
thinking,
kid in front of me.
what about police coverage? What about fire coverage? What about landfills? What about healthcare?
You gotta kill this guy.
You don't need to worry about that until
Crack him!
milestones are reached. So, if you click on this padlock here, you'll get
Pop
the
that, pop that.
milestones. And until we get to 500 population, we don't need to worry about
Wait, they placed the launch. Wait,
education, none of that.
we did?
The city's not going to think about that in the slightest bit, so you shouldn't either. What you're worried about right now is balancing the budget. So this economy tab right here will help you do that.
I'm dead.
So there's a couple things that I'm noticing right off the bat. We are definitely overproducing our
You can-
power
you
and
can-
our water. I'm going to turn those down for the time being.
No.
What this is going to do is allow me to balance my budget. And I can see that it's not a problem because if I click into my electricity view or my water view, I am
Right there.
completely
Pick me up.
fine.
Oh no!
Now I am noticing that for some reason, this
Nah, dying to
looks
storm
like
is
it has an
crazy.
issue. So does this. So let's take a look at our issue.
Yo, I'll be right back. Hold up.
For some reason,
Yeah, I'll be right
not
back.
getting over here. And you can see that now these are lit up and they're pumping as they should. So down here is our RCI meter. So that's residential, commercial, and industrial. So those are our basic needs for our city, and the higher the bar, the more the need. So right now it's saying that we have a low need for residential, we have absolutely no demand for commercial, and we have medium demand for industrial. So if we want to balance our budget, we're going to need to take care of those needs. So we're going to extend our industrial district out. We don't have water over here, and that's a problem. So let's take care of that. And then we'll zone some additional industrial. So one thing I want you to take note of is where I've placed the industrial. It is very close to this highway entrance. Industrial has one of the highest trip generation rates. So we want to make sure that we are not overloading our highway or our main roads in our city by having our industrial out here, for instance. If we were to do that, we can guarantee that we're going to see all of this industrial traffic heading down our main street. And while we're thinking about it, why don't we rename this street? Right now it's Smithson Street. We can name that Main Street. We know that this is our main drag. So they'll go up Mason Drive and go to Smithson Street to leave the community. This is signalized. I must have missed that, so we'll take care of that now. And we're in a pretty good spot. You can see that we've balanced our budget, and because we lowered our power and water, we're going to want to keep an eye on that. You can already see that our power, we have a production of 10 megawatts and a consumption of 5. That's because it's industrial. It takes a lot of power. So our residential demand is creeping up, and I zoned a whole bunch of residential over here, but it's not connecting. The primary reason for this is that it's outside of the range of our power lines. No need to worry, we will get that fixed. Let's zone just a bit more. We know that we're going to have things over here. We also know that it's within our service area where we already have utilities, so why not take advantage of that? And then I'm going to run a temporary power line right here, and it's close enough for the game to be happy with it. In just this short period of time, we already have a city with 300 residents, and we are well on our way to reaching some of our thresholds. All we have to do is wait. So what we're gonna do?
Yo, wait, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be on the mic, but I'm gonna be watching YouTube and eating my food.
We're well on our way to reaching some of our thresholds. All we have to do is wait. So what we're gonna do for the time being is our commercial demand creeps up and our residential continues to pick up. We're gonna speed things up
for me to fuck it up.
And with that, we've reached Little Hamlet, and that opens up a number of opportunities to us and responsibilities. So we now have the ability to increase or decrease our taxes, take out loans. We also have new services such as garbage, healthcare, and education, all of which are now required. So we're going to need to take care of those. So let's leave this. Our speed goes down, and they give us some money, which is wonderful. In fact, I believe that we receive a few $1,000s for that. And that's a way to help us along our way. So I'm going to extend our grid out. Another 10 tiles, and then our 15, and we will add a landfill. This is not the most imaginative layout. It doesn't matter. That is not the point right now. The point is slow, steady expansion.
Yo, I'm gonna be on the mic, but I'm eating.
And I want you to think about something when you're placing the clinic. So I'm gonna slow this down for a second. I'll pause it. Some people will think I'm gonna place this on the collector. It's the right way, the right place to place it. It is not. It is the absolute wrong place to place it. You're gonna be loading onto that collector with this use then. Don't want to do that. The other thing is, we have a median through here, which means that if you are trying to access the hospital, you either need to take a U-turn or loop around. So you're going to create traffic problems. So instead of loading it right there, we're going to load it off our local road. And with that, they'll be able to come down and get in here and even go out the back road if they want to. Same will be true for our elementary school. And you can see that our coverage is great on that collector, but it's the exact same if you put it on a local road. So don't put it on the collector. Going to extend our grid out again. We'll go even further. Now we'll get rid of some of these power lines that are no longer necessary. We're going to add some commercial uses here because they're not as sensitive to some of the pollution caused by the industrial area. And we're already within our coverage area, so we don't even need to extend our utilities. And you can see that our coverage is great on that collector, but it's the exact same if you put it on the local roads. Don't put it on the collector. Going to extend our grid out again. We'll go even further. Now we'll get rid of some of these power lines that are no longer necessary. We're going to add some commercial uses here because they're not as sensitive to some of the pollution caused by the industrial area. And we're already within our coverage area, so we don't even need to extend our utilities. So let's just resume. I do want to make sure that we add a school. We're going to add that off. Looks like Leighton Smith Way. And that'll give us sufficient coverage. So green means excellent coverage. And this gray means it's not so great. But it will still work. People will still be able to get there, so we don't need to fret. You can see that our city is now rapidly expanding now that we're providing adequate city services. We need additional industrial. So I noticed that we have a really nice area over here, and I don't want to impact that. So as we move over, I'm going to say that this is a protected area that we are unable to disturb. And this has two effects. First, it'll create a more interesting geography for our city. So that is one benefit. The other thing is, in the future, if we want to turn this into a park or something else, we have not impacted our ability to do so. And just create a more interesting geography for our city. So that is one benefit. The other thing is, in the future, if we want to turn this into a park or something else, we have not impacted our ability to do so. I just wanted to extend that out and make this something a little more unique and fitting of the area. So I'm going to go ahead, add additional industrial uses, and you'll notice that there's this little icon right there with water. That means that we are no longer meeting our water availability needs. Now before we fret, let's go into our budget. We created this problem and we can solve it. We just need to increase our... We are no longer meeting our water availability needs. Now before we fret, let's go into our budget. We created this problem and we can solve it. We just need to increase our budget. Our water... Add additional industrial uses, and you'll notice that there's this little icon right there with water. That means that we are no longer meeting our water availability needs. Now before we fret, let's go into our budget. We created this problem and we can solve it. We just need to increase our budget. So let's get everything back to 100%. Generally, this is what I like to do. We have a positive budget number, and I don't want to forget about this. Inadvertently destroy our city by killing our citizens or building excess infrastructure because we forgot that our budget is turned down. The other thing we can do now is turn up our taxes if we want. So these percentages, I'm not really sure what they mean. I'll be completely blunt with you. It's not like in a real city where you have a mill rate. But what I do know is that I can turn this up to 12 without upsetting the citizens all that much. You go higher than 12 and you get abandonment issues. So we're going to turn that up. And we need to make sure we have water pipes in this new area. There we go. Underneath our road, where they belong. So our industrial area now has this thoroughfare right here that will connect directly up to our highway and our collector, bringing goods to our commercial district and making them available for export. And we're in a good spot. We're going to turn the speed up. In the beginning of the game, feel free to do that. You're going to need to continue to expand. So I want to stop expanding towards the industrial area and start expanding towards the water. And we're in an interesting spot where we can basically expand without giving it a ton of thought because we have an easy, predictable grid. And there were a lot of cities developed on grids like this, and one of the main reasons that they were is how easy they are to develop and predictable they are for development. But I don't want you to think about your grid and think I'm going to only zone one type of use in here. We don't have the ability to zone mixed uses in city skylines, at least vertically. We can add horizontal mixed use. So what that means is adding little nodes of neighborhood activity. So think of a barber shop, a coffee shop, those sorts of things. We can add little nodes of activity, and we should. I'm going to try to evenly space this, going every other road for our water system. Now we can eliminate a bit of this excess infrastructure, and that's going to save us money. We don't want more infrastructure than we need. So our water system still has power, and the reason that it still has power is we're now drawing power from our buildings. This is not the way it would work in reality. You cannot draw power from a transmission line, but you can in the game, so take advantage. So we have reached Worthy Village. We've unlocked another tile. We have districts, policies, more loans, specializations, and service policies. We also have police and fire department, which are now going to be responsibilities in unique buildings. So we can have agriculture and forestry, and some really interesting policies like power usage, water usage, and smoke detector distribution. We also have these new buildings. For unique buildings, you don't get a lot. In fact, I don't know that we get any. So I guess we would have the ability to have a winter market and a ChirpX launch site. We aren't meeting the requirements just yet. So unique buildings are under the unique buildings tab. We can click through and see that nothing is unlocked for us. But if you hover over, you can figure out what you would need. Winter market needs a 5,000 population. ChirpX, 42. And here, it's development. We need development or money to be able to unlock these. So interestingly, the thing we're closest to unlocking is the Statue of Wealth, most likely. That's going to be the easiest one for us to reach, because some of these other ones, like the Statue of Industry or the Lazarette Plaza, you're either going to need to destroy your city or overdevelop certain land uses to accommodate that need. So we have industrial need, and that's about it. We can improve things by adding our city services. So we click in here to our fire department, for instance, and look at our firehouse. You can see that everything is red. Now what that means is that we have low coverage. I'm going to add a block out and add in a firehouse and a police department. Sorry, a police station. Don't ever worry about adding these uses. They add value to your city, they improve the land values, and as a result, they're always good to place. Same thing with parks. So I've got city or overdevelop certain land uses to accommodate that need. So we have industrial need, and that's about it. We can improve things by adding our city services. So we click in here to our fire department, for instance, and look at our firehouse. You can see that everything is red. Now what that means is that we have low coverage. I'm going to add a block out and add in a firehouse and a police department. Sorry, a police station. Don't ever worry about adding these uses. They add value to your city, they improve the land values, and as a result, they're always good to place. Same thing with parks. So I've gone into here and clicked on my districts. I want to create some districts. Right now, they're not going to do a lot, but in the future, they will. And what they do for now is allow me to name things and look at values of specific areas, and they snap to roads, so it makes it easy to paint them. Clicking on the right mouse button will allow you to delete the district and calm it down if you've gone beyond where you want it to be. They don't need to be perfect. So if you click out of there, you can click on the district name, rename it if you'd like. So this is the Highland Park Industrial Park. A little redundant. Add value to your city. They improve the land values, and as a result, they're always good to place. Same thing with parks. So I've gone into here and clicked on my districts. I want to create some districts. Right now, they're not going to do a lot, but in the future, they will. And what they do for now is allow me to name things and look at values of specific areas, and they snap to roads, so it makes it easy to paint them. Clicking on the right mouse button will allow you to delete the district and calm it down if you've gone beyond where you want it to be. They don't need to be perfect. So if you click out of there, you can click on the district name, rename it if you'd like. So this is the Highland Park Industrial Park. A little redundant. And then you can define policies for this district. Right now we don't have a lot, but we can have power utilization, water utilization, smoke detector distribution, those sorts of things. You gotta really pay attention to these. I would really put myself in a bad spot if I had 5 cents upkeep per building every week. Same thing with water and power utilization. So I'm going to avoid those. If I click out of the district, I can make it a citywide policy. I also want to avoid that. So I'm going to extend my services out here. And now we're in a good spot. I believe that we've placed all of the assets available to us. That's important. So at this point, we just need to respond to city needs, and our city needs more residents. And it needs more industrial. So I think industrial is what we're going to focus on for a moment. So you'll notice that the road was curving when I try to attach it. And I don't love that. Now, a way that I can eliminate that is to eliminate that road segment and then send the road up. From there, I can make some of my roadway connections. Now, it's not letting me make nice connections, but what I can do is click on my freeform road tool, go up, and bring that in at a 90. Now it's nice and clean. What I've done is create a really nice roadway network throughout here. So I don't love Linden Way in the way that it's developing. I want to maintain my grid. I'll just bring that through. And now it's orderly, and I like it. And this is also beneficial when you're planning your water system. It allows you to better follow the roads, which, as I've mentioned, is where we want our water system to go. I'm going to clean this up. I want my water system to be predictable and easy to understand. Me in the future. So there we go. And I'm going to extend my grid up. And we're out of money, which is an issue. So at this point, I know that I've gone a bit too far, a little extreme on my spending. And that can happen when you get too into designing your roadway network. Now, generally, I like to respond to the needs, but I was pre-planning. Nothing wrong with a little bit of planning. And I'm making the money back. I could have taken out a loan, but I'm patient. Nothing wrong with waiting a little bit to get where you need to go. Now we have a nice grid, and we have low demand for basically everything. We've got available land that's already zoned. So at this point we could wait. We could also examine what we're doing. We can see that our landfill utilization is good. Fire coverage, it's okay. Crime rate's low. We're doing okay with our elementary coverage. Healthcare is good. Death care is not so good. We don't have the availability to place it now. So we're just kind of waiting. So I'm going to speed this up again. And you can see that our next milestone's already almost unlocked. Little padlock has a pie chart underneath it, and that tells us when we're going to reach our next milestone. Our next milestone is Tiny Town, and it will unlock a number of things for us. And we will just sit tight a second and wait for that to unlock. And there we are. So this gives us landscaping, parks and plazas, level 2 unique buildings, which is great, some new policies, it gives us canals, new buildings like public libraries, high schools, and all of the parks that are unlocked. So this is an excellent addition to the community. It also gives us some additional money to build some of these buildings, which is great because we are in dire need of funding. So at this point, I want to go into rapid expansion mode. So we're just going to continue to expand our grid and do so in a logical and orderly way. Now, all of this land could be developed if we were to choose to do so. Again,
oh my
I am
God.
going to develop this. I'm going to choose to do so. Now, all of this land could be developed
Russian. Hello. Hello? Bro, you didn't invite me. You didn't invite me, man. I ain't getting no invite. Did you invite it through Xbox
And next
or
time,
through
permanently steering
PlayStation?
offline.
Did you invite it through Xbox or through PlayStation?